Hey everybody, what's going on? Back with some Watcher of Realms. We had a pretty big weekend on the account, and we've got a lot to do still. We're going to do some summons today. Excuse me. I've got 17 shards I've piled up. We've got a bunch of gems, so maybe we'll use some gems too. I don't know. I kind of feel like I want to just keep going, to be honest. I want one of the new champs. Damn it. That's what I want. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm not going to get crazy about it, but we might do some bonus summons if the 17 we have don't deliver anything. Let's talk about what we did. We built Torador, we built Razak, we built Nyx, and we're working on Nocturne. Now, I do still have the auto 6-star max thing, but I'm kind of like, I kind of want to keep it. Now, that doesn't make a lot of sense because ultimately it all equates to the same thing. So I'll probably just use it on him to get him rolling as well. Because he also seems pretty interesting. But man, he's probably been the star of the show so far. I think I need better gear for him. Not that he's not doing cool stuff for me. I'm using him and getting stuff out of him. But this dude right here, where's my mouse? This dude right here is crazy. He's been great. And especially since I have Lunaria to pair him with and get extra range on his already long range. He's making some stuff happen for me. We bumped up in a lot of places. Gear rate 3, we got through 14. We can almost clear this to where we can get an auto farm going here. So I'm working on that. Gear rate 2, we're at 13, and then gear rate 1, we're at 14. The stages we can auto clear anyway. I think I did make a little bit more progress in artifact rate. I think I bumped up a couple stages in artifact rate, so I can now farm 15 easily. What else? I think I made some progress in here. And we finally hit our wall in Tide. We finally hit our wall. 101 is the first time we've ever failed. It was like it was extremely easy. There seemed to be no resistance at all. And then 101, it was like, all right, now it's hard. So I think we're going to have to, lose a few days in a row, accumulate some points, level up a few more skills, maybe get some more champs built and swap champs in and out and stuff. But anyway, what else? Arena. The team that I did about the video that I did about the team I'm using in Arena has autoed me all the way into Plat 2. I have literally not manualed. The only time I did any manualing was when I got Torador and I tried to swap him in and build a team including him. And I lost a couple trying to get that rotation right. I ended up just going back to the team I was using. And obviously I have to be a little bit pickier with my fights, but sometimes I'll go against a team with a much higher power level than mine and we'll still win. But yeah, we're in Plat 2. So we've never been up this high in Arena. This is probably the only season, I think we're going to call it, I guess they call it season. Probably the only season in Arena I can get this high in. We'll see what I can do in the other ones. The ranged one, what is it, anti-air? I'm interested to try that one again now that I've got some more options. Got some pretty solid options for that now, I think. So maybe we can do better in anti-air as well next time it rolls around. But yeah, we're doing pretty well in Arena right now. I'm trying to do a little bit of gear farming here and there as well, because we really got to start getting the gear up. It's definitely any problems I'm having at this point are not roster problems, they're gear problems. And maybe familiarity with how to play as I get into the later game, because I think the strategies start to change a little bit. I think swapping champs in and out becomes much more necessary. So I have to play around with some of the stages. We also, while we're catching up, got through chapter 6 of the expert campaign. So yeah, pretty decent little amount of progress over the weekend for all the champs that we've built. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump in, get to some summons, see how we feel about what's going on, and if we want to pull more, perhaps we'll pull more. Okay, we got our 1+1. So copies of Hollow would be dope. Copies of him wouldn't be bad, but again, I think I'm at the point where I don't even need to use him anymore. I've got a lot of piercers. I've got a lot of piercer marksmen. So I think when I use Lunaria, I can fill up the other 4 slots and not even need to use him anymore. So I don't know that I would care too much about dupes of him, but let's do it. Man, all blue. The all blue bummer, as they call it on the streets. Rum-nosed. How'd they come up with that name? It seems like a Mad Lib. They just drew random words out of a hat. Can your boy get some purple in his life, though? Jafeel? Don't let me go 17 and 0, or 0 and 17 rather. Bro, are we gonna go 0 and 17? Y'all gonna do me dirty like this? In front of people? You gonna do me dirty like this in front of people? That's wild. You're wild for that, dude. You wild for that. 17 summons and not anything interesting. Well, we gotta keep going. I'm not gonna go out like that. I'm not gonna go out like that. Oh, she's one of the 10Xs, huh? All right, well, let's take a look at her. I don't know anything about her. Brian copy, dope. I'll take that. What are we at? 10,000. We can do a few more. We can do a few more. Maybe something crazy happens. Mall copy. I need to get him built. Now we're heating up. All right, maybe we'll do one more after this. Estrid, I don't know much about. It's badass though. We'll do one more unless it's all blue. And then we're gonna keep going till it's not all blue. All right, there we go. Man, that almost feels all blue. Let's do one more. Oh God. God, you love it. You love it when it works out, baby. You love it when it works out. Think about that. We almost didn't go one more. We almost didn't go one more, dude. If we had pulled probably any other epic, we probably wouldn't have gone one more. Holy shit, man. Valeria. All right. She also looks pretty dope. We'll take a look at her. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. All right, let's get rid of some red dots here. What do we got? Nightmare Council. Dude, our Nightmare Council. I can't say it. Nightmare Council. Nightmare Council is getting pretty stacked. Yeah, getting pretty stacked. Okay, let's take a look at what we got here. All right, so of course, first things first, she is a fighter. Double affinity, which we like. Double faction, whatever. What's that say? Arena mastery, burst damage, self-heal. All right, let's take a look at what we got going on here. Increase attack and defense based on lost HP up to 30%. Oh, right. I think someone said to me that the chaotic faction has a kind of a theme where they tend to thrive if they're missing HP. Damage plus 80%. Each attack consumes 10% of the current HP and generates 1 stack of power of the sword. Burst damage to the main target increased by 50% with each stack after the skill ends. The hero cannot be healed during the skill. When the skill ends, deals 400% burst damage to the main target and 4 targets around them. That seems really good. Enemy smashes the target, dealing 240% damage, inflicting physical damage, vulnerability. Okay. During the ultimate, each attack reduces plunging slashes cooldown by 2 seconds. Okay. When HP drops below 30%, restores 2% HP per second. Triggers the following effect instead during the ultimate. The hero enters. I was going to say, it makes sense that there would be an unyielding in here based on that ult. Upon taking fatal damage and dies immediately when the ultimate ends, which can be triggered up to 1 time per deployment. Okay. And then reduces the hero's cost in the arena by 4. What is her cost? 17. Okay, interesting. And then with promotions, what are we looking at? And then awakenings, what are we looking at? Okay. Attack. Ignores defense. 50% chance to accumulate 2 stacks. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, she seems dope, man. She seems dope. I think... I feel a little fighter heavy right now. I've noticed there's been times where I've like wanted to work in, or just like ground units in general. But she seems really good. What's the consensus on her? Artifact material. Oh yeah, I guess so. And sustained DPS. Single target DPS. Seems pretty good across the board. Well, not quite across the board, but yeah, guild boss as well. Interesting. All right. Oh yeah, we got a couple new epics to look at. I've also got some awakenings to do. Who'd we pull dupes of? Brienne was one of them. During the effect of multi-shot, Brienne gains... Oh, let's go. That's big. Let's go. All right, what else we got? We got... He's not part of the Abomination fusion. The only one I confused that's part of the fusion is Komodo, right? Yeah, so there's no real reason not to awaken him. So we'll go ahead and do it. Maul, I know we pulled a copy of. One of them I need to go ahead and level up. Well, I guess we can just do this. We'll go ahead and awaken, and then we'll see what you got going on. So you are another fighter. Low cost, lowish cost, I guess. Increases attack and crit for 10 seconds. Freedom Defender also increases its own crit rate by 20%. What? Does that just mean an additional 20%? So does that mean 35, or does it mean it ups it to 20? I don't even know what that means. Freedom Defender also increases its own crit rate by 20%. Is Freedom Defender a different thing? Is that a unit she summons? Or is it just like a translation thing? Restores 13 cost for all allies every 30 seconds. Okay. Interesting. So very simple. She's very straightforward. I don't think I have much going right now in the way of like cost regeneration. But that's going to be interesting to play around with. 15% chance to deal double damage, cost -1. All right, yeah. I mean, she seems interesting for sure. I forgot to awaken my hollow. Wait, someone told me recently there's a... I have to find it. Someone told me there's a way to sort like who's been awakened and who hasn't and stuff, but... Each healing restores a 1% rage cap. Okay. Vortex, I'm keeping copies of. Do I have multiple? No. So now, do I want to build... God, who do I want to build, dude? So many options. Like, who do I want to build right now is the question. I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm gonna have to think about it. I could use another mage probably, although I have pyros as well. I feel like if there's anything I don't have much of right now, it's mages built. Not that I don't have options to build, but like as far as what I've got built currently, I think I probably have the least amount of mages built. If we're not counting healers, I have no healers 6-starred, but so far I haven't felt like I needed to 6-star them, so I'm holding off on that. Also, I don't know if we've talked about it. We are one-hitting Nightmare 2 and Nightmare 1 right now. So what did we do? I think we did like 2,600 on our last fight. So we're like kind of handily one-hitting it right now. I'm wondering when it's going to be time to move it to 3. That's quite a jump. That's a substantial jump, dude. Oh, I see. Wow, yeah, we got to get up in there. Man, that's substantial. What's going on in Nightmare 4? Sheesh. Yeah, we'll start thinking about that. I imagine Nightmare 3 is going to be a very different experience. Kind of like Tide 100 to Tide 101 is kind of what the vibe I'm expecting there. But I think I've got some good champs. I've got some good champs for it, so... All right, we got some stuff to think about today. We got to start thinking about who we want to get. I mean, I want to get them all built, honestly. So I probably just need to lean into a bunch of food making. I'm gonna use one of my. I'm gonna use the auto 6-star thing on one of them, But I want to get Nocturne built. I want to get Valeria built. I still want to get him built. I think I am going to 6-star him because I do like him and I want to lean into him a little bit. At some point, I know Lasir is really good. I've got a 6-star Lasir, and that's just the legendaries. Then down here, we've got a bunch of other champs that are going to be worthy of a 6-star. So we have a lot to do. So I might have to pop an XP boost from somewhere and get to work. Get a bunch of these champs 6-starred. I would love to get up a little bit further in gear raid. I can start getting some decent stuff here. I guess there's no actual difference here in the visible drops. I can still get red gear. Yeah, I think I just need to lean in to gear farming a little bit as well. So we get a lot of XP under my belt, get some of these champs built, and then I reckon hit these gear dungeons and start trying to get some noticeably better gear. Some of my champs are built pretty well for where I'm at, but we have a lot of room for improvement. All right, so that's it. Pretty good weekend. Pretty good summons. The account is very, very, very different than it was before this weekend. So pretty good, man. Can't be upset about it at all. Pretty happy with how everything went. Didn't get any of the new legendaries, but man, that's fine. We've got plenty to work on. And there will be more. There will be more new legendaries. One of these days we will get them. So, yeah, good luck. If you're doing any more summons, if you still got any summons left, good luck. Hope it goes well. And I'll see you guys